Hello?
Hey man, what's going on?
Well, hey there, King. How you doing today, buddy?
Well, I just wanted to call and check on you. I just got done pulling my Boston butt off the smoker, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
bring that up tomorrow because I know you got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right?
Yeah, man. I gotta be there about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man, that means I gotta leave here. About I'm gonna say no later than 6:30.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I do appreciate you doing this for me.
I know nothing but a thing, man. Now, um, your neighbor called me and told me that you was in the ER. What happened?
Well, this old pain I got in my back, man, it got so bad I couldn't walk, couldn't stand up. So, gave my neighbor a call there, and he come and took me to the ER.
Well, I'm glad he was there, 'cause,
Me too, man.
well, I didn't know what happened, and then, I text him, and he told me what happened, and then I tried calling you, but you weren't answering, so I didn't know what was going on, and then I text him and called him, and he never got back with me, so I was like, "Well, if it was something bad, somebody woulda called me."
No, man, he was over here helping me get settled in after I got back. I stayed out there at the hospital probably about 5 hours. They gave me some good medicine this time, so by the time I got home, I was just about knocked out. So, old boy had to help me in the house.
Uh-huh. Well, I I wanna know. I'm recording. So
Oh,
are you okay with talking to me on the phone?
yeah,
M
man, I ain't got no problem with
Maybe I should have said that first.
that. Well,
So, I know that you've been getting a runaround from the VA.
man, have I ever.
So, I know you got a primaries appointment in July.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing, man. I got a new primary. I haven't seen a primary in over a year, and they finally gave me one that I haven't seen yet.
How's that work?
Hmm. If you know, you could tell me, because I sure as heck don't know.
So, now when you got out of the military, were you aware of all of your benefits that you had coming to you?
No, sir. It took me a good 5 or 6 years just to realize that I had the right to even go to the VA.
Really?
Yeah, nobody told me about it. Whenever I got out, they did not do a proper E E E ending the service.
EOS.
Yeah, my mind's going blank, man. I'm sorry.
It's all right. So when you get ready to get out, they don't like go over anything?
Well, they're supposed to, but whoever was in charge of doing the group that I was with did a sucky job. All the thing they told us is we have a right to have a job, and that's pretty much it.
That was it?
Pretty much.
They didn't tell you that you're entitled to any type of benefits, you're entitled
Oh
to
no, no, they didn't tell us any of that stuff.
they didn't tell you about your retirement or your medical or anything?
Not a thing in the world, King. I'm telling you what, I was so frustrated. And actually, the way I found out I had that right was a feller that was working with me. He was also a veteran. He was telling me about he goes to the VA, and I was like, "Well, how the hell did you do that, man?" And he went about telling me, and next thing I know, I got hooked up with him.
Hmm. So, when you got your pension, did you have to fill out any paperwork, and how long did it take from the time you filled out your paperwork for your pension to when you got it?
It took me a good 5 or 6 years to finally get approved.
Oh my word.
And yeah, I had to fill out a whole stack of paperwork.
Well, I've been looking into some things, and at that VA facility that it's like it's off of campus, like where your doctors are.
Yep.
Um, they have what's called veteran service officers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a VSO?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because the VSO agent will help you and hook you up to other benefits that you're entitled to. Now, I know when you was driving yourself to the VA, you was getting like a little mileage check, right?
Yeah, they gave you so much per mile, and that helped out some.
Now, you know that you're entitled now if you meet the criteria, you are entitled to some clothing allowance, like if you have a prosthetic leg or a prosthetic arm, they'll pay a percentage for your clothing or your shoes and your pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
mean, we need to hook you up with somebody at the VA who's a VSO.
I'm telling you what, King, that burns my bones right there. As long as I've been in, as long as I've been out, ain't nobody ever told me none of this stuff.
So didn't they give you a booklet? Don't you get a booklet from the VA yearly like you do from Social Security?
I ain't got no booklet.
Hmm. Well, it looks like we're gonna be doing some running around tomorrow now, huh?
Well, it looks that way, man. I tell you what, man, I do appreciate you helping me out the way you do.
Oh, come on, man. That's what a friend's for. We're family.
That's right, man. That's right. You my brother from another mother.
Isn't that the fact, Jack?
Yeah, man.
So, I'm gonna put the cooler in the car in the morning. I'm gonna bring some of that Boston butt up to you. Now, I also made up some of my mama's potato salad, and uh,
Mm,
and I made up some of my great uncle's coleslaw.
you mean that potato salad your mama used to make with the bacon in it?
Yep,
Oh, Lord have mercy. My stomach's grumbling.
yep. So I cooked up about almost a pound of bacon and crumbled it up and put it in there.
Mm, mm.
So I'll bring that up, and I didn't put any sauce on it because I know sometimes you like the hot vinegar.
Yeah, man. I love that hot vinegar stuff. That's some good eating right there.
So, so was your neighbor able to take care of the birds while you was up there at the hospital?
Yeah, he had him and his son came out here, and they've been helping me out quite regularly here of late, and in exchange, I give them free eggs.
I've been wondering. I didn't hear from you about the fishing trip, so I guess because of your back bothering you, you kind of canceled that with that other fella.
Yeah, I had to back out of that one, man. I kind of broke my heart a little bit because I wanted to go so bad, but you can only do what you can do.
Yeah. Did they give you any indication what was going on with your back?
They saying it might be something with my nerves, King, and one doctor said one time they might need to go in and cauterize my nerves, and another doctor said, well, he don't know what he's talking about, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, now. So do you think this here doctor, the neurosurgeon, do you think that he's going to help you with that? Because I know you got to talk to him, and I don't go back there with you because that's your private medical
Right,
information.
right. I tell you what, I sure hope so. The people from the VA told me I need to talk to the neurosurgeon about getting some kind of pain management or something going on. I don't.
Well, are they? Well, now if it's nerves, and because I know that they can do that, they can cauterize nerves, and it'll quit sending the pain signal to the area that's having the pain.
Right.
But Do you think the VA would do that, or are they gonna make you go through all them hoops to go see a chiropractor or go see an acupuncturist or
They're gonna make me go through every hoop they got. I can guarantee, because they've done it with every other thing I've had.
that don't sound fair now, does it?
Not one bit, man. Not one bit.
Well, my older brother, he was in the army. He was in the army during Vietnam,
Yeah.
and when he got out, he had to fight tooth and toenail to get a hold of somebody to tell him what he was, entitled to.
I totally understand that, man. I got an uncle of mine that he got hit with Agent Orange, and it took him damn near 30 years to get approved.
Oh my word!
Yep.
So, and to this day, I don't even think my older brother used his VA benefits to buy him a house.
Really.
Really.
Mm.
My younger brother, he had over 20 years in, and I think it took him right at 5 years to get his because he had oh my goodness, he had a disability rating because he jumped out of airplanes when he first went
Right.
in.
Right.
So he went from airborne to chairborne real quick.
Mm-mm-mm.
So it
Man, I always thought I wanted to do that, but I'm glad it was only a thought.
so once he got out, he said that he was stationed at Camp Red Cloud in Korea
Mm.
because that's where they send everybody who's ready to retire. They send them to Camp Red Cloud in Korea.
Mm.
And he said every day for 3 solid weeks, he was filling out paperwork.
Oh, I don't doubt it, not one bit.
And he was seeing doctor after doctor after doctor over there.
That's the way they roll.
And so when he got home, when he got out military, he said it took him about 5 years to get his disability rating.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said that he had to fight him tooth and nail, even though they had everything documented.
Oh, yeah.
They
That's
had,
the way it was with me.
even though they had every doctor dot them I's and cross those T's, he still had to go see more doctors.
And I went through so many different people, from the American Legion to Veterans of Foreign War and the Veterans Affairs. It took me forever to find someone who would do the right thing to finally get my rating.
Mm, mm. So, but now my brother works for the Department of Defense,
Mm.
and so he goes around. I can say what he does because everybody knows that these people, they have these contractors that go out and they train the troops,
Right.
and they train them on how to. Way he explained it to me, because see, I'm not Army intelligent.
Mm.
Uh, uh, Ground to air missile strikes, and they take out those drones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, he was in Saudi for almost 2 years. He was in Syria. He was, if I'm not mistaken, he went back to Afghanistan for about 6 months, and then from there he went to Syria, and then for 8 months in Syria, then he went to Saudi. But he did 2 tours in Afghanistan and 2 tours in Iraq, and he saw more active duty than he did peacetime in that 20 years. I think he had 22 years in the Army.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I done quite a few tours myself, and it's kind of like your brother there. It ain't all pretty.
Mm-mm. And you don't dare go in there and wake him up. You don't touch him to wake him up. You just yell at him from across the room.
Yeah, it's probably the safest thing to do.
Yep. So that's what Mama said she had to do with him when he came home. after his, I think after his first tour in Afghanistan, he came home on leave, and he was staying at Mama's house, and she made the mistake of going in there and touching him on the shoulder, telling him get up, get ready to eat breakfast. And Mom thought that a bomb had went off because she said that he just stood straight up in that bed. He stood on the bed.
Mm.
He went from a lying flat position to standing straight up on the bed. He was getting ready to punch Mama.
Wow.
So he told her, he says, Mom, he says, from now on, he goes, just come to the door, put your head in and yell at me. He says, don't come in here, don't touch me, don't do none of that.
Yeah,
So
that can be dangerous.
no, and he said that he was walking from one of the tents to the mess tent, and when he was in Iraq, and he said that he could hear bullets whizzing past his helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's so wrong that our veterans, the men and women, they have to go through this just to get the medical treatment they need, to get the benefits that they're entitled to.
It ain't right, King. It just ain't right.
It's so wrong, man.
Mm-hmm. Every
And
time I think about it, my blood starts boiling.
and it's not fair. It's not fair for these people to sit up there and dictate and say who gets what, when they get it, and how long they get it.
Well, it's like I was telling my neighbor just the other day. It's my personal belief that when a person gets out of the military, under good conditions and such, that they should be entitled to everything across the board.
Yeah, they should be.
I mean, us veterans, men and women, we signed up to give our lives for our country, and we come home and they forget about us.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? That's the way it was when my oldest brother came home from Nam.
Yep,
So, and I think that's a lot of the reason why he never knew what he had coming to him.
probably so.
It's like he was just kicked to the curb.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I know you're tired, and I know you probably on some medication to help with your pain.
Yeah, my old eyelids are starting to fall down.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I really do. And
Yeah, man, me too, King.
and I will see you tomorrow morning. I will call you when I leave my house.
Sounds good, my man. I should be up and about ready to go by then.
All right. Well, you take care this evening.
You too, my brother.
All right. Bye, man.
Bye. Bye.
Well, there you have it. That's what's been going on with old Doc. Well, the only thing I can truly say is there seems to be a lot of things that need to be corrected within the VA. There really does. And I don't know how they're going to fix it. Don't get me started on a lot of other services that seniors are blocked out of because of other things that's been going on. You know, I know one of the ladies that goes to my church. She gets public assistance, and she's 73 years old, and she's in a wheelchair. And she told me that all she gets for her SNAP benefits is $26 a month. Now, I need to know who can live off of $26 a month. Nobody, you know, nobody. Our government's got to do better for everybody. They've got to do better. And don't get me started on all of these young people out there that's been scamming the government for so long. They've been getting all their Section 8 housing paid for. They've been getting cash assistance. They've been getting a lot of money in food stamps, and they're able bodied people. They can go get a job. They can get a job. Dang, man, that really upsets me. Our government has to do better to help the people. So, with that, I'm going to leave it right there. But rest assured, I'll be putting something else out real soon. So until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, love one another, and I'll see everybody in the chats on the regulars.